Tlph side.
Yeah.
Wasn't this also one of the keys to victory here, like Ube Light?
Ube Light and Ube
Light.
Express. So it's like their very own renditions of the Ube, but this time it's very much similar to the original Ube that we once know. So I'm so excited to see how this turns out. But for now, in terms of overall sustain and long-term fights,
Welcome
we
to
really have to
Mobile
give it
Legends.
to Aurora. So how quick will the Ube Express be in terms of denying those long fights?
We're finally gonna hear the best two words in sports history once again. Game number 3 for Aurora and TLC. No, it's honestly Game 7. But this is the last match. What can I say? For the two undefeated teams, only one streak will come out alive.
Math's not checking out. But, you know,
I can't say Game 7.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. We're here. We're Game 3.
Oh wait, did JP get the... JP might have gotten the purple buff.
Oh, of Carl?
Oh, that's non good to
All part of the
hear.
plan.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, Oheb's taking a lot of damage too. Already using the flicker. He's going to be in a bad position here. This is really not where Tlph wants to be this early on. They're under the turret trying to clear out the waves. Dome and Kite too. There's the jump from Demon Kite. First blood for Dome and Kite. The Kite brothers are ready.
That's a lot of resources expended. Oheb's flicker, JP's Purify, a kill for the side of Aurora. I mean, the Estes and Baksha picks so far looking good.
Yeah, the constant Moonlight inversions or first skills coming in from Renegade just to sustain Dom and Kite gives him a much bigger advantage in terms of the laning. And now looking at the emblems picked up so far, Renegade just really making sure that he's able to invest in the right amount of tankiness and mobility, since that'll be very crucial. At the end of the day, a Baksha is a somewhat high mobility type of hero, so you'll probably need to keep up. But what matters the most is, of course, him being able to provide the necessary healing to the key targets.
Already going to jump for Edward. Gets petrified too, but he's going to be fine. And then the heal comes through from Renegade. So some key ultimates down. This turtle's up now.
That was a clutch heal from the Hitman. Pretty sure Edward was screaming, JPA heal! Yue goes in with a Sanguine Claws. Full control for Aurora over the Turtle, but Carl TZ can enter at any given moment.
Yue could be in trouble. Still the fight. Primal Wrath going to be popped by Edward too. The heal's coming through, but Carl will get the turtle secured. Amidst it all, he's going to be fine, and now Tlph just backs off.
Okay, Tlph finally found a trade. Despite Aurora's great control over that turtle pit, they were able to take away and steal it away. JP alongside Sanji, they might hunt Dom and Kite.
Okay, they will be spotted out either way. But Team Liquid Philippines, they have to remain disciplined despite that turtle that went into their hands. The lead is still in Aurora's side, and they're actually behind. JP just got his level 4, just got his ultimate right now. And what is becoming much of a problem to Team Liquid Philippines is that this is a completely different early game for them. It's not the usual Oheb's able to manage his lane kind of early game for Team Liquid Philippines. So now we're seeing a more reactive rotation once more coming in from them. We're yet to see something being started by Team Liquid Philippines themselves.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You'd think if you see Aurora's lineup on paper, you'd think that they'd play defensively, wait for their own respective power spike. But with the recent adjustment of the Baksha for Dom and Kite, he farms fast, he rotates faster. That's why Tlph this time, from being on the driver's seat, they're trying to keep up with the Northern Lights.
Yep.
Yeah, they're just going to work on, obviously, focusing on the objectives, because also, you got to remember there was a little bit of a delay in the early portion. Carl goes in, not able to catch Renegade, so even utilizing the Retribution, but they might still continue here on the bottom in this gold lane.
They just gotta be mindful though, they still have no anti-heal!
Demon Kite gonna go forward, still relying on JP, and it looks like they'll disengage.
Meanwhile, look at the mid lane, Sanford and Edward. Both of these two XP lanes just really trying to clear out as fast as possible to be able to rotate and get control of the center of the map again, as what Renmar has been saying all throughout 4 weeks. And now 3 seconds in, Turtle again will be on the eyes of both of these teams. A while ago it was secured by Kyle, but Kyle goes in.
Goes in again. Edward, very tough to catch with the Edith. But the fight for the Turtle's going to break out. Sanford putting the pressure on the back line. Already the Blessing of the Goddess. Moon comes through. The heal for everybody is available. And still fighting for that. Electro Final Blow with the Petrify. They're looking for Renegade. Renegade's low, and Sanford will find him! And now Edward looking to find Oheb. Oheb gets space, does go through, and Edward able to pick up the kill as Oheb fell. But it's another turtle for Tlph.
All right, a 2-for-2 trade. So far, still in favor of Team Liquid Philippines since they also got the objective, but they get denied of their purple buff. And what really probably changed the way the team fight actually happened was probably the fact that Team Liquid Philippines had a little bit more damage to depend on. Sanford did a great job in poking down the members of Aurora, forcing out the ultimate even from Renjay, the Blessing of the Moon Goddess. But the ability to sustain the fights, you can still see that Aurora is capable to do that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We talked about re-engage, prolonged fights. That's why they selected the Edith. That's why they have Renjay with the heal man. So if this piles up and the Aurora's lead continues to go up, Tlph is going to have a hard time trying to burst down anyone.
I love this Infinix hand cam. Like, look how decisive this is with healing. Like, this is how you get a good look at the healing cam, right? So mid lane turret's going to drop. They might force a fight. It looks like Aurora will just go ahead and back off of that one.
Yeah. Oheb has to play it extra carefully. Compared to Dominkite, who is currently 2-0, he's 0-2 and still catching up. He's 1k behind of Dominkite. Or, yeah, not just 1k.
Even Carl TZ, the alarming thing for Tlph is that he's third dead last when it comes to the golds. Because again, he was deprived of 2 purple buffs a while ago to start. I think, right? JP was accidentally got in at the same time after the turtle clash. The Demon Kite invaded the purple buff of Carl TC. So far, the Alpha is struggling for the side of Tlph, and Aurora in full control. And they can extend the lead once turtle spawns again in 10 seconds.
Oh, Edward spots Oheb. Okay, we might see something happen once more, because there is an objective that is about to spawn, but
The shots hurt already from Dominkite. He did get the Skyfires earlier on too. JP taking some damage. Sanford looking for that back line once again. Wants to put the pressure. Is going to go ahead and focus. Gets the Petrify off with the heal. Comes through again. I like the final blow. He's fighting Dominkite. Gets forced back, but Demonkite will get the turtle, and Carl will fall. So amidst it all, Tlph will lose that fight.
San Duo tried their best to control Dominkite, and in as much as they were successful in doing so, they let Demonkite just freely reign that turtle pit. And Team Liquid Philippines failed to secure it from themselves, now exposing their base turrets.
Objective after objective taken down by Aurora. Now they're stealing away all the jungle creeps that Tlph can bank on. Mid lane turret exposed, only the inhibitor left on the middle lane. Almost 8 minutes in, 3.2k gold lead already, and they're looking to extend that by taking the turret up top.
They want to fight this one right into the jungle. Blessing the Goddess Moon again, and there goes Sanford. He's out. Carl TZ's going to be next as he falls to Edward. Oheb tries to run away, has to flicker out with the guiding wind, but 2 fall for Tlph, and Aurora is online.
There's not enough damage just yet. There you go, they already decided to pick up the Sea Halberd, but they can get immediately bursted down at this point. The damage coming in from Dominkite and Yue is no joke, especially if they are unable to position themselves well enough to go in for the dive. And the dive was an attempt that they did. Clearly, it was a well-planned and executed one. They also had Sanji in a spot wherein Aurora wasn't able to pay much attention to him. But the damage is what was really lacking from Team Liquid Philippines.
Yeah, and that's alarming because even though Dominkite was the first man down for these 10 players, Aurora didn't lack the damage as you mentioned. Yue was dishing out the Sanguine Claws, the anti-heal coming in from Demonkite's ultimate with the backshot was just too much for them once again. So even if Sanford continuously tries to go for the back and picks off Dominkite once again, the clapback for Aurora is just too immense, and now 5 seconds in, major objective up for grabs. There's the Lord, there's the Petrify!
Still going to be able to bob and weave out of there and keep Sanford at bay! And finds the shot! What a play! The moves from Dominkite!
Not point blank, but make sure Dominkite hits the mark at the proper target. Sets up Aurora for a clean Lord take.
Team Liquid Philippines might really have to let go of this. They will be focusing their resources towards the top lane, and they will settle with the trades because that's what they're only capable of taking at this point. They already lost one member And with the amount of map control that's in Aurora's hands, they have to at least do something. They cannot afford all three waves coming in sync together to go for the next siege.
Can I just say the resurgence of Dom and Kite in the gold lane? A lot of people have been doubting this man, even towards the M series. Now, he's making sure all the shots he takes always connects to the right target. Already at 3-1-3, 30 stacks in with the Sky Piercer. Lord sieging in the middle lane. All Tlph can do is try to go for the split, but they need all 5 members for the potential defense. Sanji making an angle onto the back. Will the cavalry be able to defend?
Looks like he's going to have to look for it a little longer. Still making his way there. The mid turret's already down. They're working on the Lord. Sanji looking for an angle. Feathered airstrike. They'll be able to find Dome and Kite. They take him out. Sanji's still going to be alive. Flickers on forward, but the fight rages on. They have the heal, and Oheb's gone. UA firing off with the bad impacts from the back. But they might have bought enough time for Tlph.
Enough bought time for Tlph. But the problem is Inhibitor in the middle lane has now been erased once again. Both gold laners immediately taken down.
Yeah, but the plan for Team Liquid Philippines at that point only was just really to look for Dom and Kite. It was only to take down Dom and Kite, and they were already able to manage whatever was left of Aurora. Let's check that instant replay to see how things really happened, because I feel like Aurora had an idea that Sanji was already trying to position himself, which is why Renegade was walking towards this path. And that was the perfect way to grab his attention, because for a moment you were able to deny Aurora of that healing to sustain Dom and Kite for a little longer. And so they had enough burst damage to take him down, which resulted in them somewhat managing the fight.
You know, with that sequence, you need 10 moons, 10 healings to try and save Dom and Kite, because everything was synced into place. The Circling Eagle from JP paired up with the Feathered Airstrike and the catch from Tlph, all connected to the gold laner of Aurora. That's why he was erased right away.
Whoa!
In 1 year! It's been a long time since we saw this elf.
This moon god.
This moon, he's an elf, right?
Yeah, and it was still Kim Poi.
Yeah.
Then Blacklist versus TNC. So the times have changed. Really, now it's Renegade bringing back the Estes with the Blacklist skin.
Yeah. Bit of a callback to the M3 World Champions. And Renegade's just making sure to not disappoint, you know, the founder of the Estes. I can see the founder. So far, 0-1-7 doing good heals. And Tlph, again, we've saw glimpses of hope, but the catch is really they have to go for unconventional angles what Sanji has been doing, going from the back with the wings by wings.
Yeah, but it was a very worth it attempt coming in from him.
Oh!
Spear of Alpha already used by Tlph. Oh!
Already used. Edward might be trying to force the fight. Sanford's going to be spotted out too. Forced back with a Bat's Feast now from UA. Half health on this Lord. Sanji's going to drop down the Feathered Airstrike, trying to get some range again. But Aurora will hold it together.
I think once they find out that Sanford is on the bottom lane, it might be a go signal for Aurora.
Edward pops the Primal Wrath, firing off at JP. Still comes down to the Retribution battle. Oh! TZ gets the Lord, but he falls in the fight. And JP trying to escape. Dome Kite on the hunt with Renegade and UA. He's got nowhere to go. Tlph, can they stay in the game? Meanwhile, Sanford's cutting.
Yeah. He's been managing the waves really well, so Aurora at least only has a single lane to accompany, and they also have to deal with the Lord. So this is probably one of the things that they can still hold on to for Team Liquid Philippines. The fact that given Aurora has to stick together, they can split up the map a bit more, but they're really deciding to stick together.
3 seconds before Tlph, the young goat joins the picture. Sanji with a Feathered Airstrike to the zone. Now flickers in even. And now Sanford!
They're going to jump forward. Sanford jumps in, but he gets punished. The heals are too much. Oheb fighting UA. They hold on to the turret. And JP back up, but Dome and Kite will find the kill on Oheb.
Too much heal. Too much sustain and too much Northern Lights. They have their eyes set on the crystal, onto the middle lane. Enhanced minions raging on. Tlph forced to defend with 3.
The Ube could be too strong at this time. The minions are up. Tlph tries to hold on to the streak. that they've held for so long in 4 weeks, but it looks like Aurora's gonna try to punch it in. They go and heal through, and it's just too much. Double kill for Dominkite.
Oh!
The next wave pushing into the mid lane, and Sanji and Sanford, the San duo, but it's too much as Sanford falls, and the base is gonna be worked on, and that will be it. It's a reverse sweep.